Okay guys, welcome. I am Ronnie. So today we are going to study a little bit of Bollinger Bands. So these are Bollinger Bands. These are the three Bollinger Bands. So what I wish to tell you here is that the time frame you are seeing here is D1. Most of the time, before you trade, before you place any trade, right, make sure you come and check at D1 and check the Bollinger Bands. If you discover that the market was selling and reached a lower Bollinger Band, know that there are higher 99% possibility that it will return. You start to buy. So and when it reaches the upper Bollinger Band, there are higher probabilities that it's going to be selling. And if it is selling and doesn't cross the lower Bollinger Bands, then there are higher probabilities that the market will keep buying. This is the scenario here. So finally it came up here and reached the upper Bollinger Band. It was coming down, finally it passed, then finally sold. Because what you are seeing here are candlesticks that each takes 1 day. So you should be very careful when you're checking at these candlesticks. They mean a lot of pips, just a single move. Let me move to D1. Look at the movements at D1. Look at the movements at D1. So each time you find a contraction like this, if there is a contraction somewhere here and the market leaves here, then instead moves downward, know that the next thing is a buy. Huge buy. This is 4. This is close to 80 pips here. So from here now you should be thinking of buying somewhere here. So when you reach at the top here and even cross the upper Bollinger Band, maybe due to the influence of whatsoever, it will start selling. When it breaks this line and still form another long candle below this line, it will keep selling till it reach the lower Bollinger Band. This is what is actually happening with this currency pair. Look at it, it's going down. When you reach here, you sell, because you buy, because actually it is going down and it must sell. So let me take you to a different currency pair. Let me take you to USD CAD. So this is USD Canadian dollar. Let me explain to you what was actually happening with this pair. Yeah, so this is USD Canadian dollar. Let me keep it at D1. This is D1. When it reached here yesterday, I told my guys, don't bother, this thing is going to buy, it is going to buy. So they were like feeling scared, because I checked on my Bollinger Band. Look at my trend line. If I draw a trend line, it will go down straight here, straight, meaning that once it reaches here, there's an obvious buy. It must buy. It is going to cross above this line. It's going to make close to 300 pips. So once it goes up and reach somewhere here, I mean, it will start to sell again. That's what we do. But if you look at the M15, you discover that you cannot even detect whether it's a buy or a sell. That's why we pop up each day and say, buy this, sell this, buy this, because we know the edges and the angles. Okay, that's it. Even here, it will still sell and reach somewhere. It is instead selling here, but at D1 it is buying. So that's why I'm telling you guys to be very vigilant. Look at a contraction here. After a contraction, it has reached the downer level, it goes up. So waiting for another contraction here to either go down or go up. But once it crosses this upper Bollinger Band, expect a sell no matter what. So that's what we normally do. Look at its movements at H4. Look at its movements at H4. When there was a contraction here, went up, and finally sold, kept selling. Once it is selling and not crossing this line, don't try to do it, just keep selling. It is selling. So finally now it has crossed the line, and this is a resistance line. It left here and come down straight, then it has broken the resistance and the market is pushing upward. Right now we are supposed to be buying, and it must buy. So that's what we do when it comes to Bollinger Bands. So we are going to talk more on other topics which are going to help you. Check out the contractions here. This is a contraction. Check at it. Goes up, sell, goes up. This is not scalping because we are dealing with H4 here. You know how heavy H4 is. Thanks guys, and let's watch out for the next video.